Hi, it's Gemini Empress back again with another pick a card reading spread. Oh, you're not supposed to see the cards? Oh, sorry. Ignore my nails. They look really bad today. My hands always look bad in general. Um, we're here to find out if you are ready for a relationship. So really meditate and then pick pile one, pile two, pile three, and let's go. Okay, so for pile one, you guys. Oh, let's push this up a bit. Sorry, it's not even, but I don't really have Virgo in my chart, so I don't really care about being a perfectionist. You guys are in the process, or should be in the process, of self assessment and assessment of your life. If you're ready for love, or as in if you want love, really self assess yourself first, Really focus on, oh, what kind of things can somebody offer me? Because I have so much to bring to a relationship, but can somebody match my level? I'm getting a vibe where you guys have, you're okay on your own, you're happy on your own, but it's kind of like if somebody's to come into your life, they have to complete you. They can't just be an anchor in your life or just existing there to give you companionship. They have something else, they should have something else to offer you, because you have a lot to bring to the table. They should also pull their weight. So you're in a process of, or should be in a process of self-assessment, because we have number seven, seven of pentacles. That's kind of like you should be assessing your life. What do you want out of a partner? What's the whole purpose of a connection? What's the point? Like once you understand what that purpose is and the meaning behind things, then you'll seek what you actually deserve and actually what you want, you know but you seem pretty happy on your own, and I think that's a perfect time to have somebody in your life, but not necessarily when, oh, I'm happy now, I need somebody. It's kind of like you're happy with or without somebody, and that's beautiful because that's inner content. You're kind of busy juggling life, seeing how things go, self-assessing. Some of you may be a bit cautious, kind of like, oh, I'm open to love, but I'm kind of cautious of people because not everybody has good intentions, and trust me, I understand you that on a deeper level. So I think you guys are ready, but I feel like you guys don't really need to rush into it. I feel like you guys are ready to get to know somebody on a deeper level. Like you're ready for a connection in terms of like you're ready to find who your soulmate is, or connect with someone on a spiritual level, but not necessarily anything like a commitment, like, oh, I want to like make things official, I want to get married. I think with you guys, you should just be in a process of getting to know somebody, platonically even, because the advice we have is getting to know each other. You have like a deeper knowing. This is 4 plus 3, which is 7. Again, self-assessment. You know what type of person you want and deserve, and I feel like you won't settle with anybody. I feel like you guys are prestigious, you know your worth, and you feel like if somebody's going to come into your life for a relationship, they better be worth it. So I think you have a deeper knowing. You've gone through some things, you've gone through some karma, so now you know what you want. Now you know what you deserve, and you know that some things are just worth waiting, worth getting to know. Because of this caution you have, you're not gonna rush into anything, and that's great. You're gonna kind of be like busy or wishy washy, or kind of a bit, kind of like, I don't know, because I've been hurt from the past. It did teach me a lot of lessons. So I highly recommend you guys, if you have to get to know somebody, because you're ready for a connection. I wouldn't really say anything committed, but definitely like getting to know somebody, getting to know your future spouse, even, who knows, or your soulmate. So get to know them. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bonds deepen. So maybe there's somebody you have your eye on, and you're a bit cautious, but you're kind of self-assessing them, self-assessing yourself. So I just say, honestly, never be afraid. If you're cautious, don't worry. Just get to know somebody, friendship wise, platonically. That's how you know how somebody really is, when you're like not including sex or not including love and the whole, honeymoon phase. When you're friends with somebody and you're getting to know somebody and you're following your intuition, if to see if there's any red flags, I think you will know who's good for you and who isn't good for you. So if you're ready to date, which I think you are, ready to get to know somebody, then yeah, go for it. Just get to know each other. It's okay for you to love, and it's okay for you to just take things slow. And that's my advice to you guys. Just take things slow. If you really want a relationship, honestly, I feel like this is the perfect time, as long as you are friends first and you really get to know somebody. Your intuition will tell you otherwise if they're dodgy or not, because you're naturally cautious and smart. And we also have you are safe. Archangel Michael, I'm protecting you from lower energies and guarding you against loved ones and home. So yeah, it's safe for you to like get to know somebody, have a deeper knowing. It's super safe. So I think if you really want a relationship, it's okay, but just take things really slow, okay? Your intuition will tell you if they're dodgy. All right. I hope that helps, pile number one. Hi, pile number two. Okay, are you ready for a relationship? I think you are ready, but you necessarily don't even want one, to be honest. I think you don't really need one right now. Because I think if you were to get in a relationship, honestly, it would just start fast and end fast. And you don't really need that sort of in and out energy. You're like an empress. You're like that boss, boss bitch or boss guy, whatever. Sorry for my language. But you're like one of those people who are kind of like, I don't really care, about connections. But if I am to have like my soulmate, my twin flame, or my husband or whatever, my boo thing, if whatnot, you want somebody who's going to complete you, similar to part number one. Like, you're kind of like, if it complements my life, or if it changes me for the good, or if it's in my best interest, I'll take it. But if it's just boring and just a waste of my time, I've already learned the lessons I need to learn, then I don't want it. And good on you guys. We have judgment. You're in a situation of where you're like, I'm really analyzing everything and everything that comes my way. If a guy or girl comes to me, I'm gonna analyze the fuck out of them. Astaghfirullah, sorry. Um, sorry for my language. But yeah, you're kind of independent, trying to get your money and your finances right. You're happy single. There could be people who are kind of like, obsessed with you, fighting over you, really wanting you. You could have many suitors who really want you, but honestly, you don't really care. I think the person who's meant for you will come to you, but at a slower pace. Maybe an earth sign. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, but you don't have to do anything. Literally, you're an empress. You don't have to do anything. When you want love, it will come to you. Anyone dodgy, you'll know who's dodgy in your life and who isn't. You know, you just naturally have been through so much. You just have that natural sense of wisdom where you're like, I know what I want. I know who deserves my heart. I know who's meant for me. So I don't gotta do shit. We have 7 plus 4, which is 11. So you pretty much know your master number. Like, you're on this. You can manifest it if you wanted to, but you feel like I'm actually okay on my own. And if I do want a relationship, they have to be freaking perfect. And honestly, the person who's meant for you is on their way right now. I can just see it now. They're gonna be very, very slow moving. And we also have go the distance in reverse. So it's kind of like you don't need to rush to anybody. And the person who's meant for you isn't going to rush towards you right now. They're trying to get their finances right because you're focusing on your life and they're focusing on their life. But trust me, your soulmate probably knows you. You may not know them, but they're making their way towards you, but very slow pace. They want to have their life together before they offer you anything. Because we have worth waiting, divine timings at work in your love life. So the person you're meant to marry and meant to spend the rest of your life with in a happy, wonderful home, they're coming, but at a slow pace right now. And that's perfect because right now you're single, you're getting a life together, and trust me, you don't need a relationship right now. I mean, you can have one, but it's not gonna be right because it's not the right time. But I feel like the person, definitely, like, a person is in love with you. I can sense it. For some of you, there's someone who's actually deeply in love with you and they're the perfect one for you. But it's just not the right time. So if you're in a relationship right now, that's just some advice. You're best on your own for this time being, right? We also have nurture. As you nurture your child, nurture a child, you're nurturing your inner child. So both activities are important for right now. Take care of you, nurture yourself, do what makes you happy, what makes your heart sing, because the person, they're gonna come for you. They definitely are. They're probably an earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. But that's just what I'm picking up. So yeah, you don't really need a relationship right now. You want something special. And honestly, if you want that perfect romance, you're going to have to wait. That's what I'm getting for pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so for those of you who picked pile 3, are you ready for a relationship? I highly suggest no. You're not going to be able to find somebody who's willing to put the work in. Maybe even yourself. You may be off balance. You may not be willing to put any work in right now. You may want a relationship, but then realistically, when you get it, you may not be able to handle what it takes to be in a relationship because it's much more than just kisses and roses. Like, it takes actual commitment. Some people say love is a feeling. I see it more as like a responsibility. Some days you're going to feel like, I don't really love that person, but you have to like commit and be like, you know what, yes, they're pissing me off right now, but at the end of the day, I still am going to make the conscious decision to love them and be committed to this. And to be honest, I feel like right now you cannot offer that. You've been through so much disappointment. You're probably someone who might be a little subconsciously insecure. And if it's not you, it could be the person you've dealt with. Maybe they're insecure, so they're very destructive. They don't really put the work in when it comes to love. They're immature. They know what the right person for them may look like or feel like, and they go based on like looks or based on something superficial, nothing grounded. So then it just doesn't work out. You could equally as be someone who can't put the work in. You've been disappointed. You always think you found the perfect suitor, but then it always ends up going wrong. It always ends up feeling like a burden. It always feels like too much work, like you're the one putting too much work in and they're just doing nothing, and it's never an equal give and take. So to be honest, I think you need to if that is you, you need to actually develop a lot of self love before you go into a relationship. If that isn't you, then maybe the people you've dealt with in the past, they haven't really given you an equal give and take, and they're really bad at choosing people. They choose people based on the wrong reasons, and it's just a burden. So many karmics, you know, and you're looking for loyalty, someone with stability that can offer you that stability, and nobody is able to offer that, right now. So I would highly suggest no. A relationship for you, you are not ready right now. Cause like for Power One, they can be ready, but they would have to take things really slow. But for like Power Two, it was more like they are ready, but there's a one specific person that they're meant for, and they have to just wait for that one person. So for you guys, I would highly suggest that you guys, it's not even about a specific person. I'm not really seeing like who you're meant for right now. All I'm saying is you deserve loyalty, somebody who will offer you stability in life. And right now, that can't happen because you need to go through some karmic lessons. If you're in a relationship right now, you're probably in a karmic relationship. You need to go through something in order to learn self-love, because the advice we have for you is codependency. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. Maybe you have some substance abuse, or maybe you're just someone who always feels like, oh, I need to be with somebody. I feel lonely. So just develop self-love. As soon as you've mastered the art of I'm in love with myself. I don't need anyone. I don't even need these tarot reads. I am confident in who I am. I'm okay as a person with or without a person next to me. I think that's the time where you'll be ready for love. But right now, there's a bit of like codependency, a bit of, oh my God, I love somebody, but they haven't really been nice to me, or I just need somebody to be with. I feel like you're smart enough to recognize who's right for you and who isn't. But due to feeling like, oh my God, I really want love right now, then you could be at risk of settling for someone who isn't actually your soulmate, your twin flame, someone who's not even meant for you, somebody who's probably not good for you. Because you need the King of Pentacles. You need somebody loyal. You're looking for loyalty. This is you looking. This is you like someone who probably won't be able to put the work in because you probably feel drained from all the past and you've been disappointed. But this is you as a page, just looking for, the right person. But it's a lot of burden. It's hard to find the right person, right? That's what people say. But it's not actually not true. It's easy to find this King of Pentacles. You want loyalty, you want stability. If you want that, just learn to love yourself, learn to be okay on your own, and the right person that's meant for you will come, all right? Then you have an equal give and take. Because we have 2 plus 7 over here, which is 9. So it's the end of a cycle. You may be in the process of ending one, or you may have been learning your lessons right now. The other advice we have, remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, creative child of God. You are very loved. So remember that you are that bad bitch, okay? Or bad boss, whoever you are, right? You don't really need anyone right now. Because if somebody was to come into life, they'll probably give you a lot of burdens and disappointment. So until you learn to love yourself first, I would highly recommend staying away from relationships. That's all I'm getting for part number 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.